Ladies and gents, studies have shown that you literally have 7 seconds to make an impression. Whether good or bad, it's up to you. The way you present yourself, the way you talk, and of course, the way you smell could help you level the playing field in your favor. So in hopes to help you, I'm gonna give you guys my top 12 choices, incredible summer fragrances of 2025. Designers, of course. If you wanna know what they are, stick around. This one's a doozy. Let's hop into it. Kicking off the list here, this is a 12 list. It's a top 12. We're gonna kick it off from the 12th spot all the way to my number one, my favorite fragrance that I'll be wearing, or looking forward to wearing, of course, summer 2025. We're gonna start off the list here with Profondo from Armani. This is 𝗥𝗿𝗄 Profondo. This is a flanker, of course. And Profondo is going to be basically the 𝗥𝗿𝗄 DNA. And 𝗥𝗿𝗄, of course, is a great all-around fragrance you could wear as a signature scent, but for my rotation, intents and purposes here in my collection, I think it's perfection when it comes to summer scents. Any 𝗥𝗿𝗄 you think of will fit the bill perfectly when it comes to a great summer scent. I'm going with this one for the 12th spot because normally I either go with this one or 𝗏𝗏 for everyday wear, but in particularly high heat in the summertime, the Profondo really does it for me. The amplified marine notes, I believe the Profondo to be a better fit when it comes to summer season. So this is going to be my 12th pick here, 12th spot for designers, best of summer 2025, 𝗥𝗿𝗄 Profondo. Again, you can go with any flanker, it's gonna fit the bill perfectly. Coming in at number 11, it's going to be a floral summer scent, a floral, fruity kind of a scent with white musk, very sensual. This one here is great for compliments, and believe it or not, this is one that's getting a lot of limelight for a reason. It smells absolutely incredible, and it's definitely gonna elevate your style this summer season. This is androgynous. I think a guy like gal can rock this, but it's gonna be a floral for me. I like to always have a floral when it comes to summer. In fact, spring and summer, I always look for floral in my rotation. This one here is going to be the one for this year's rotation. This is Gucci Guilty Love Edition 2024. This came out last year. Came out around fall of last year, October, I want to say. Kind of like off season, because this is really a spring and summer type of a scent. Opens up quite floral, quite creamy, very sensual. You have white musk and broxant and white floral notes. But because it's creamy, and I believe there's a vetiver here in juniper, you get this coniferous, very green, and vetiver, earthy, slightly smoky kind of undertone. This is, I can't explain how great this one is for compliments and attention grabbing. It's an incredible one, guys. Gucci Guilty Love Edition 2024. Pour Homme is my choice for the 11th spot here for a nice white floral creamy fragrance for the summertime. This is gonna be good for evening wear, dinners, a little bit more subdued situations that you're really not out and about. But again, you can wear this dress up or dress down. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Kicking off the top 10 now, this is going to be a blast from the past. Phenomenal fragrance for a mojito, rum and mint, lemons and limes kind of a vibe. Amazing. This is Guerlain Homme at the 10th spot. And this particular one, ladies and gents, it has been reformulated a few times. Whatever you find in the market today, it's not going to have this kind of a motif. This is an older bottle, I believe, from 2009 or 8, I want to say. But again, whatever you find today, it's still going to give you the same kind of a vibe minus the performance. This one here gives you 8 to 10 hours. Whatever's in the market today might give you 6 to 8. But needless to say, you're still going to get the profile of the minty lemons and limes, mojito, kind of a boozy effect, vetiver and woody dried down with geranium. So it pays homage a little bit to the old school Guerlain vetiver, if you will. This would be, in my opinion, Guerlain vetiver's answer to a summer flanker. Absolutely fantastic. Guerlain Homme at the 10th spot. These are going to be the big boys now. Coming in at number 9, this is probably the most complimented fragrance on this list. If you really like compliments, if you want something that's playful, youthful, more on a sweet, slightly bubblegummy, but not really bubblegummy. Doesn't have a mint note, but it has a fantastic aquatic, sweet grapefruit and bubblegum kind of a feel. But it's a watery bubblegum. It's not going to be a heavy bubblegum like you get with 1 Million, for example, the original. This is actually from Paco Rabanne as well, and this is Invictus Aqua 2016 edition. Sweet, playful, youthful, sweet, aquatic, incredible citrus notes here. Of course, the grapefruit is the star player, but this has been actually discontinued for many years, past forward to 2024. Last year, they reintroduced this into the market, the 2024 edition. Actually, the comparison video for you guys, comparing both. And I'm telling you, pound for pound, ounce per ounce, they are 95% similar. Now, from what I understand, there's a new 2025 edition of Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua, which I haven't tried, but from what I heard, it's pretty much the same thing as the 24 edition. So it's safe to say that it's gonna smell equally as good. If you don't have the 2016, which is hard to find now, and if you do find it, it's gonna, fetch a pretty penny. Just go with the 2024 or 2025 edition. It's gonna be just fine. It's got that beautiful aquatic citrus, grapefruit, sweet, a little bit salty with the ambergris, kind of a sea breeze vibe, but it's very playful, very youthful, easy to wear. You could dress this up, dress it down, although I do like this for more casual wear, hanging out with friends, barbecue, outdoor situations. It's an absolute beast when it comes to compliments. Like I said, one of the best complimented ones on this list, with the exception of 2 other ones that I'll be talking about very soon. Coming in at number 8, this is a great pick for me for most everyday wear. If I'm going to the gym, casual wear, this is gonna be one of my go-tos, as normally in the past has been 𝗥𝗿𝗄. This year in particular, I'm gonna go with this one from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is from the Le Beau line. This is gonna be the newer one, Flower Edition 2025. Actually did a full review for you guys on this one. Really liked it a lot. It has this sweet, minty bubblegum. Again, it's gonna bring you kind of a similar feel that I get with this, 𝗥𝗿𝗏 Invictus Aqua, meaning it's gonna be very playful, very youthful, on the sweeter side. Perhaps the sweetest of all the fragrances here on this list. What I do love about it, it's got this citrus bubblegum feel that's very minty, fresh, and you have this kumquat fruit up top, which is very tangy, citrus, and sharp. Absolutely incredible for the summertime, summer heat. This is gonna be one of my go-tos. Like I said, I'm gonna wear this heavily. This is the big boy. This is the big bottle, 125 ml, 4.2 ounce. So I'm gonna wear the hell out of this thing this summer. Like I said, going to the gym, casual wear, hanging out, errands. This is gonna be one of my go-tos. It's playful, it's youthful, and again, it's gonna be in the same kind of a wheelhouse as 𝗥𝗿𝗏 Invictus Aqua. It's gonna be great for compliments. Really looking forward to rocking this one, guys. If you can get this for a discounted price, I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of your go-tos for the summer of 2025, I promise you. If you follow this channel for any length of time, you know that within my top seasonal lists, I always want to have a couple fragrances that are kind of like more mature, gentlemanly, modern meets classic. I want to have these fragrances that have these classy, barbershop-y kind of components that kind of like remind me of my father, or has this classy, traditional, and timeless kind of a feel. The next fragrance I'm about to share with you at the 7th spot is going to do just that. This is going to be from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and this is the best performing fragrance from the house of John 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. This one and Artisan Aqua. If you guys haven't tried those fragrances, please do try. If you have your taste similar to mine, you like those old school classic cologne type of fragrances, this is going to scratch you right where you itch. This is from 2009, I believe, and this is the original Artisan Man with the wick kind of motif. Looks really cool, really chic bottle. By the way, I do believe this has been discontinued, or it's getting harder to find. So an Artisan is amazing, guys. It has this neroli portofino kind of a vibe, but it's amplified by woody notes such as cedar, vetiver, a little bit of dry patchouli in the base as well, but you have this incredible melange of citrus notes up top with tangerine, lemon, limes, the Mediterranean lifestyle vibe that I love. There's gonna be a couple other fragrances in this list that has this kind of a feel and motif. So if you guys like the citrus neroli portofino 4711 colonia kind of a vibe, you're gonna love this one because it's, again, long lasting. It has a really nice lavender and woods in the base, which gives this really nice overall performance, guys. Like I said, one of the best from the brand. This one and Artisan Aqua are my 2 favorites from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 because of the way they smell, the performance, and because it connects the classic timeless with the modern touch. Incredible stuff here is at the 7th spot. Definitely try this one here. This is a sleeper. Don't sleep on this one, I'm telling you. It's gonna get you smelling great, especially if you want something a little bit more gentlemanly and well put together. Talking about classics, guys, this is a timeless one from the house of Versace, and I always tell you guys, you don't have to go with the brand new, the trends, whatever is hot right now to smell great. You can if you want, it's totally up to you. I like to combine new with old, right? Modern with, some classic, timeless ones. This is exactly that, guys. It's a timeless fragrance for the summertime. If you live somewhere tropical, somewhere it's hot all the time, this is a must-have in your rotation. Of course, from the house of Versace, this is Versace Men Eau Fraiche from 2006. In fact, they had a Versace Men, which was then discontinued, and now, believe it or not, they just talked about 19 years in the making. They have a new flanker from this line, which is going to be Versace Men Eau Fraiche Extreme. I'm going to pop it on screen here. Can't wait to try that out. Of course, as soon as I can secure a bottle, I'll come back here and give you guys my first thoughts and impressions on that fragrance. But this one here, coming in at the 6th spot, is an incredible, like I said, must-have, tropical summer vibes. Amazing. This is sweet. It's refreshing. It's green, aromatic, a little bit aquatic, ozonic. You have tarragon. You have some really nice herbal touches and nuances to the fragrance. The gorgeous star fruit carambola up top, which adds this great, tropical effervescence, almost like a soda pop vibe, sweet, slightly aromatic, herbal, slightly green, but also very ozonic, very playful, long-lasting. I don't know about today. This is actually an old bottle, I believe from 2010. So whatever's available today, I'm sure it's not going to be as good in performance, but you can always overspray. That's the great thing about citrus fragrances. You don't have to be very conservative. You can overspray, spray the hell out of your clothes. That's what I do. You're going to smell good all day. This is one of those guys. If you want to smell good all day, dress up or dress down, this is absolutely fantastic. I have some members in my family that actually to this day wears this as their signature all-around fragrance, guys. Check it out, Versace Mineral Fresh, and of course, when I get a hold of the new Versace Mineral Fresh Extreme, I'll bring it forth here and share my thoughts with you guys on that new one. But this one here, a must for hot weather. Coming in at number 5 in this particular list, with all my seasonal lists, of course, I always like to add 1 or 2 transitional fragrances, meaning as we get closer to the end of summer, I'm gonna need something. Well, this one here is gonna fit 2 bills. Well, number 1, for dressier evening situations. If I'm inside, indoors, restaurants, there's air conditioning going on. It's a little bit on the cooler side. I'm gonna be rocking this in dressier situations. And of course, the transitional season, late summer, right around August, September, when the evenings start to get a little bit chilly, a little bit nippy here in New York, Connecticut area, this is gonna be a go-to for me. Ladies and gents, this was one of my favorite top 5 releases designers of last year, and it's making the 5th spot here at my top summer 2025. This is Calvin Klein's Eternity for Man Aromatic Essence. Guys, what an incredible fragrance. This is aromatic, as the name would imply here, with lavender, herbal components. So it's a little bit of a barbershop goes tropical. You've got coconut, you got sweet notes, tonka beans, a little bit of an amber kind of a feel and dry down. This is absolutely incredible. Lasts a long time. You guys know I spray my clothes, so I get 10+ hours with this, and it smells absolutely incredible. It's got green, aromatic, lavender, herbal components, that classic fougere barbershop kind of a feel, but it has this really nice, sweet, modern tonka, coconut. It's very tropical, it's very creamy. I believe there's sandalwood also in the base. Absolutely incredible. Beast in performance, amazing compliment factor. This is another one that if you wear it, people are gonna ask you, what are you wearing? You smell really good, because it's different than anything else in the market. There's a lot of tropical fragrances these days, but not many that adds the tropical, fruity, trendy kind of nuance with these fougere and old school traditional tendencies. This one doesn't. It does it so well, guys. At the 5th spot, a great transitional scent from summer into the fall or spring into summer. It's one of those, seasons when it's a little bit cool and it gets a little bit warm. You want something just to, a jack of all trades type of a thing. Eternity for Man CK does it perfectly. And aromatic essence is just a step above, guys. Check this out at the 5th spot. Amazing. I'm really looking forward to rocking this one late summer into the fall. Amazing stuff. Coming in at number 4, this is one of my favorites to rock in the summertime and also in spring. This was released last year. I did a full review for you guys. If you missed that review, go check it out. This is an incredible fragrance, one of the best designers. Again, also made my top favorite designer releases of last year from the House of 𝗏𝗏. They do quality. You guys know it. This is 𝗏𝗏 per homme. This is going to be the Eau de Parfum by Jacques Cavalier, which happens to be the in-house perfumer of Louis Vuitton, which is really hot right now with their fragrances. This one, guys, a tea-based fragrance, very green. You've got Darjeeling tea, you have black tea, you have nuances of green tea. So it's like a melange of tea notes with this woody, vetiver, white musk, and floral kind of an undertone. This is very green. This is quite nice. This is invigorating. It's gonna put a smile on your face. People are gonna love the way you smell. This is one of those, in this list, stealth wealth kind of a fragrance. You rock this. It's one you don't wanna say too much. You really don't wanna be loud, but believe me, if you spray your clothes, this will give you really nice projection. Performance in this one here is, about average, but the smell itself is absolutely amazing. You're gonna smell like $1 million without having to try too hard. Again, Stealth Wealth, 𝗏𝗏 per homme Eau de Parfum 2024. My 4th choice, one that I'll be rocking a lot for casual situations, hanging out with friends, situations where I really wanna just be without being bothered too much. This is one of those that, like I said, you're sure of yourself. You don't have to prove anything. You just want something to smell great for yourself and also have those perceive you that you're somebody of great taste. 𝗏𝗏 per homme Eau de Parfum 2024, amazing at the 4th spot. Coming in at number 3, ladies and gents, this to me is the best summer sport flanker in the market today. If you're looking for something for the summer with a sport name in it, this is the best designer summer flanker in the game right now. Released in 2022, it's called Your Homme Sport 2021. In fact, it was actually released and launched in 22. This is Your Homme Sport 2021 or 22, whatever you want to call it. The fact of the matter is, this is incredible, guys. This is woody. It's slightly sweet. You do have a touch of iris here, which I love. You have pink pepper, so it's spicy and sweet, but also creamy and 𝗙𝗲𝗴𝗿𝗃 powdery at the same time, but it has a very easy feel on this fragrance, a great aura about it. You wear this, it's gonna get you smelling like $1,000,000, much like the Bulgari Pour-Homme or the Parfum that I talked about before. It has the stealth wealth kind of a vibe. In fact, I have a video in the works for you guys talking about such fragrances. Stealth wealth, old money, fragrances that will really evoke a well put togetherness about yourself without having to try too hard. This will elevate your style to no end. I'm telling you, one of the best sport flankers. You don't even have to call this sport. This could have been anything else because it smells so good. It doesn't really have an aquatic ozonic feel to it, but it has instead of an 𝗙𝗲𝗃 citrus resinous kind of a feel with a touch of a floral iris. Absolutely incredible, guys. At the third spot, one of my favorite go-to for this summer of 2025. Now at the number 2 spot is going to be a fragrance that you guys know how much I love this fragrance. It actually made number 1 last year and the year before. This is from the house of Tom Ford. This is 𝗏𝗏 𝗔𝗏 Parfum. It has so much going on for it. Woody notes, citrus notes, and aquatic notes. And this one here embodies the lifestyle of the Mediterranean, the Amalfi Coast. This is just absolutely incredible, guys. If you want a fragrance, just one to rock this summer season, to be your signature scent, your go-to, dress up, dressed out when you want to make a great impression. Overall, guys, I would go with 𝗏𝗏 𝗔𝗏 Parfum. Absolutely incredible. And you can overspray again. Any of these, you don't have to go, easy on the trigger. Exception, of course, of the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 aromatic accents, because this one here gets a little bit sweet because of the tropical coconut and tonka that it has. Everything else here, including this one, you can go a little heavier on the spray because you're going to smell absolutely fantastic. And again, usually citrus notes are a little bit more ethereal and they tend to not last as long, but everything here will give you 8 to 10 hours on average, especially if you spray your clothes like myself. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏 𝗔𝗏 at the second spot here, absolutely phenomenal fragrance. If you haven't tried it, you're definitely missing out. Now, I talked about with you guys that there are some fragrances on this list that will absolutely be incredible if you do like compliments and you really want to stand out in the crowd. This fragrance here at the number 1 spot is one that I discovered about 2 months ago, and I couldn't wait for the weather to turn because I wanted this to be a go-to for me in the summertime. This is great, guys. For what you're getting here, you just can't beat. This is going to be for those of you that are looking to smell amazing without breaking the bank. And for those of you who are also a fan of Louis Vuitton, of course, Imagination is a fragrance that's getting a ton of limelight this year. Everyone's talking about it, everyone wants it, but it costs a pretty penny. Game of Spades, full house, will have the same kind of a vibe as Imagination. Presentation is incredible, guys. Heavy metal cap, gorgeous sprayer which you can control. This is quality, guys. I'm telling you, I've been wearing this for quite a bit now, and it's my go-to this year for the summertime. Again, I'm actually gonna rock this today. Opens up minty, very citrus, very much Imagination with longer projection, longer longevity, and incredible sillage, guys. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried this one, if you haven't tried this brand, they're making a splash this year for a reason, guys. This one here, citrus notes, ginger. There's a tea note in here as well, adds a little bit of a bitterness to the fragrance. Overall, incredible in performance, smells amazing. If you compare this side by side with Imagination, which I have, this here, to me, is better because of the way it performs and because of the way it smells. It adds this smokiness and black tea kind of a vibe, which I don't really get with Imagination. Imagination is kind of a linear scent. This one actually has some complexity, has some development. So I do favor this one if you compare them side by side, but overall, it smells pretty close. If you like that one, you're gonna love this one. And again, performance is incredible. It smells amazing. It's a great one for compliments. How's the Game of Spades? This is full house, and guys, this is my go-to for the summer of 2025. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, which one are going to be your go-to fragrances for the summer 2025. You can share your top 10, your top 3, your top 5, whatever the case may be. I'd love to read your comments and perhaps myself find something new that I haven't yet tried before. Remember also that you can try all the fragrances featured here in this video, of course, at perfume.com. You can use my code. The more you try, the more you save. Everything will be listed below, including the fragrances with the respective codes, if there are codes. Of course, I'm going to share with you guys the best possible deals to make your life easier from a fragrance lover to another. And of course, thank you for hanging out with me. If you do appreciate the channel, if you do appreciate what I do here, all I ask for you is your support by leaving a like, subscribing for more, and turning on your noties so you guys get these videos straight into your feed. And of course, I will catch you guys right back here with another one very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great summer. See you soon.